Good morning. Happy Tuesday. We'll see if this one comes out. Yesterday we had technical difficulties. So you haven't heard that, yes, I did go out to dinner with my father-in-law, and we went out to a Chinese restaurant that he likes. The moment we got in there, my mother-in-law began talking to the waiter in Chinese, and he agreed to bring her the check. So, no, I did not get to pay. You expect things like that, though. It's their way of telling you that they love you. So, you do what you can. I was able to buy them dinner once. It took a whole lot of arm twisting to do, but you know, they'll always be the parents, and I will always be their son-in-law, and my wife will always be their daughter, and that's just the way the relationship is going to roll. You got to accept some things. It always seems to irritate people on a different note in this community when you point out that they are not, in fact, the equivalent of journalists. Now, sometimes they're doing things that are journalism, and that's great. But they're not the same thing as like a Fox News reporter or a MSNBC reporter, or pick your favorite flavor of news reporter. And there is a difference. Everybody else recognizes there is a difference. The SCOTUS hasn't said that there's no difference. What the SCOTUS has said is that there's, as far as I can tell yet, there is no constitutional difference in protections for the media, the organized corporate media, and just random Joe citizen journalist. There's no difference in constitutional protections on them. And I think that makes sense when you pause to examine it, because the reporters that work for the organized media are people. And it's their right to be there, to gather information, to film, to take notes, conduct interviews, etc. It's their right to publish that are going to be the same as anybody else's. So, and again, I just want to make sure everybody's aware that I do believe anybody can do journalism. I don't believe that everybody is a journalist. And before you start throwing stories at me, news articles to me about a professor of journalism who wrote an essay on it, you might want to, number one, read the essay. Number two, take the time to comprehend that you found that essay through organized media, and realize that he is not the Supreme Court. He is a professor of journalism, which might lead you again to believe that everybody can do journalism, but not everybody is a journalist. Journalists have probably taken courses from professors very similar to the one that wrote that essay. So pause and think about that. I also apparently got banned, perma-banned, from Ginger Snap's live stream account. I normally don't watch live streams, but I saw it was going on, had nothing else to do, clicked on it, and he's talking about how he had always dreamed about auditing Utah. And he had heard that, you know, the police in Utah, because they were Mormon, were really nice. Very nice. Very nice police. But they were only nice as long as you complied with their orders. Well, fancy that. If you don't comply with their orders, they have to use force or the threat of force to get you to comply. Amazingly enough, who would have thunk it? But it was his dream to audit Utah. And so I posted very genially that I thought that was pretty consistent of him to call it out. Hey, relax. Relax. Morning. Relax. Hey, relax. Relax. I thought it was pretty consistent of him to not give the church a pass and hold them to the same standard that he held other people, other institutions. At which point he was amazed that I was still not banned. And then he proceeded to try to ban me. Couldn't figure it out. Had to, I was very disruptive without meaning to be from that one comment where I said that he was being consistent, ideologically consistent. Go figure. But I guess the mirror, he calls me the parasite. I mean, not really original, but, and how am I being a parasite? I just wonder. Like, I don't take any money from you guys, and I don't steal anybody else's videos. There's something very interesting in this bush, in case you're wondering. And we're done. But yeah, that was apparently enough to earn me a ban. So, congratulations me. If you want to see that, I did put a copy of it up on my BitChute. You can find it there. It's sped up. It's only a short clip of the relevant portions. I'll call it fair use. You can call it whatever you want. Let's see. Damon Thief Jones has about the rest of today to respond to Man with a Mic for that $10,000 donation to charity in Damon Jones's name. I predicted it would fail for a variety of reasons, namely because the money wouldn't be going into D-Cup Jones's hot, sweaty palm. He likes to play pretend like he's a giving man, but he just takes. He doesn't give. Look at all these hot dogs I bought. Number one, you're flashing a receipt on the screen that we can't read. And the receipt isn't hot dogs. And number two, never saw you deliver them. Never saw you do a weenie cook-off for the good folks who you are claiming to be rescuing, etc. What else? All right, one more topic. Let's talk about Salvaggio. People are still amazed or still believe that I am on Salvaggio's side with regards to the arrests. I'm not. The only arrests that I believe were justified from what I've seen in the Leon Valley cases, are Padilla being arrested for trespass twice, Mark Brown being arrested for obstructing and resisting. I don't think from what I've seen, again, this is all caveated on what I've seen, I don't think the arrest of Wolfman for the obstructing a passageway was appropriate. I think Wolfman wins on that. And I don't think that the arrests at the press conference were appropriate. I think the plaintiffs in the lawsuit win on that. How much they win is up in the air, but I think they win on that. And these are things that I've maintained from the beginning. Like I prevaricated a little bit at the beginning because we don't have all the evidence, and we still don't. So that's why I keep saying, based on what I've seen, because who knows? I mean, they might pull a rabbit out of their ass and come up with evidence from these warrants that will nail people down. I don't know. But from what I've seen, I don't think anybody beyond Padilla and Brown should have been arrested. Anyway, we've passed the 10-minute mark, so I can fully monetize this video. I won't, don't worry. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day.